So we've got Dark Moon for the Witch card, and we've got for the Archangel Michael is talking about new beginnings and fresh starts. The Dark Moon, right? Number 13 is also the Death card. We got Scorpio for our Karma card. And I want to say this. Sometimes we are trying to forge a new path. Sometimes we are trying to open the road and move in the direction of growth and healing and expansiveness. And sometimes even our most intimate and important relationships, routines, habits are tied into the same things that keep us tethered to that old energy. And it might be time, it could be a matter of just needing to speak up for yourself, and maybe that relationship is not allowing you to do that. Maybe it's a time that, you were doing this thing the same way and it's comfortable and it's familiar, but you need to jump into that unknown. So you might need to shed that in order to make room for new, to, facilitate that new energy to come in. And it could be as simple as that, but it could be so detrimental to your social dynamic because, right, today is equal to 3, and third house is our siblings, social groups, our networking and communication with others, our peer groups, of social life. You know what I mean? Like, it's that 3 of cup energies, because this is at the bottom, right? And this is giving way to the shadows, of our, like, that sun in reverse with the 3 is given way to the things that we don't talk about as much, the things that are not illuminated and shown and spotlighted and, in the forefront. It might even be the things that are speaking to the setbacks, the things that aren't a go for us. Like, this is a no-go now. And it has to be, in order for me to open up and facilitate that road opening in, in the other areas of your life. Because it's kind of like, if you keep accepting that relationship or accepting this thing, and you start setting that tone with the universe that, where you're not growing and you're not doing whatever, the universe is going to say, oh, this is what we're doing, more of the same of that. So if you are sacrificing yourself to uplift somebody else, then, there's going to be more themes of that playing out around you in other areas of your life, because it's a ripple effect. So, Dark Moon. In the dark of your heart lives new breath, waiting for you to release its ghost. This is all about making room and being courageous enough to shed the things that hold you back, that hurt you, that stress you out, that don't serve your growth and the higher good of your path. And sometimes that means, and so the card of the day being the 7 of swords, and seeing that moon over that hermit, you're like in deep introspection, and you're seeing things without the illusions. Like, the moon for me right now is like, it might mean you've detached emotionally, but it also might mean that you've detached from the illusions that you hold, that you or other people might be holding in place in order to facilitate and keep you, in that cycle or in that energy with them, when you are ready to shed that energy. New beginnings and a fresh start. Thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support, and for helping me release and heal my path. Thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support, and for helping me release and heal my past. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. You know what I mean? So this is an energy of, maybe you no longer trust the familiar, and in order to, move out of this energy into the new energy, you have to trust the unknown. You have to trust the path. You have to take that leap of faith. You have to trust that your inner compass and your inspiration will motivate you in the right directions. All right, so that's our reading for the day. And it's actually pretty sobering and pretty solid and pretty, you know, decisive and divisive. Like, you know? And that's not a good or a bad thing. It's actually very responsible, mature energy, and it's rough. So, you know, it's not easy changing. You know, a lot of things that spell or lead to success are things that is your willingness to sacrifice, be disciplined, and you know, be uncomfortable in a way that most people are not. That's what's going to set you apart. You know, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give for the greater good of you and your path? So we all have a lot to think about, myself included. Have a lovely day. Oh no.